Hey everybody, so we are doing something a little bit different today. We are lettering, doing creative lettering, and we are doing choose joy. So we are focusing on one of the fruits of the Spirit that is in Romans 12:2, and we are going to letter it so that we keep it in front of us and we can remember it, and we're gonna, at the same time we are going to just have fun doing cool little doodles and lettering things. You can take these same things that we're about to teach you and use them with all kinds of different words. You can do your name. You can do, a whole phrase of different things that you like. But the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And we are just... I told you wrong earlier. Romans 12:2 is not the fruits of the Spirit. That is the one that says, don't conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. We renew our mind by, filling it with things that are not just all the news and everything else. We renew our mind by choosing to focus our mind on words and positive things and reminding ourselves that we have access to joy. Okay, here we go. It's a little bit different. We are using just plain paper today and just markers and a pencil. If you have an eraser, you might want that too. So I'm just going to open up this sketchbook, and I'm going to be in the sketchbook. Again, you can do copy paper. We'll do this so it lays a little flatter. You can do copy paper or just anything really. So we've got our paper. We've got everything all set up. We're going to start with writing joy, and then we are going to fit choose in there. So with my pencil, I'm going to do a big J, okay? Big J, and then you can swirl it around for extra fun. And now we want to make this big space so that we have room to doodle in. So we'll come over and we'll go down, and then right in here where it curves, it's going to kind of come in to touch that. So that means I need to make this a little bit longer and make this a little shorter so it makes sense. Yeah, I think I got a dirty eraser. All right, so we're going to start with that J. Notice I do have some room down here because I know that I'm going to pull this down. So now for the O, I'm going to do a big O, and then watch. What we do inside the O is we make a tall, skinny oval. Okay, so do you see how doing a circle and then an oval inside of it creates that big space to where we can have room to do our fun little designs? All right, then we're going to come up. Now this is going to be fun, so just watch. I'm going to come down, loop it around. That's a little tricky, but it's fun. I feel like I need to straighten that line up a little bit too. Sometimes when I go too slow when I'm teaching, I don't have quite the right flow. Okay, now we thicken. We go over and just down, and then right here we'll go over. We're going to come down, and then once it kind of starts curving is when it will go into that, and we're not going to make it thick anymore. All right, so you see how we did that? We kind of just started with how we know to letter, and then we thickened it. All right, so now if you want to add little serifs, you can. And we'll go ahead and we're going to write choose in a different font. Now, if you don't know how to do cursive, it doesn't have to be cursive. We just want to do it a different font than this. That's one little trick to keep things interesting when you are lettering, is to swap up fonts sometimes. So I'm just going to write I want to write it smaller and just in cursive. But again, if you don't know how to write in cursive, write it however you want. You could also add a little curve right there if you want to. All right, so we have got that, and now we are going to start tracing with our Sharpie. Up in the top of this, we have linked the link to our kids club. In our kids club, it is art lessons like we do in our studio, where it's different techniques, different famous artists. But we are also going to work in 1 week of month to do some fun, creative lettering, just so we can have a time to to do kind of mindset stuff to where you are lettering affirming words, positive words, uplifting things, character building things, because we think it's really important. We love building awesome artists because we see how much y'all are growing, but we also want to see you grow up to be awesome kids. And so we're going to do a little bit of creative lettering for kids inside of that kids club as well. I'm going to do this. You can copy me or you can make your own designs. Either way. Over. So we're just doing zigzags that take up the whole space. Notice they go from this side to this side. They take the whole space up. Then we'll do these on the inside. And that's it. Okay, so it almost looks more complicated than it is. It was just those zigzags, and then we just do the little shapes inside the zigzags. Over here, we're gonna do polka dots, but it's hard to fit a whole polka dot, so we're just gonna do half polka dots. So we'll do 1/2 on this side, then we'll go over here, half. Over here, half. Okay, so we're just doing the polka dots. I do think it's more interesting if you change up the designs on every one, okay? So not necessarily, I don't think you should have a different design here and here. The O should all have the same design, but different designs in each letter. And then over in this last one, I am going to do just some swirls. And they're just going to kind of overlap each other. All right. So we're just swirling it.
We just play Power Rangers, but are you good, Chloe?
Okay, and then that is about it. Now we're about to start adding in our color. If you need to erase, you can totally erase if you've got pencil lines that are showing. I feel like my eraser almost does more harm than good at this moment because it's kind of got stuff on it. Okay, now you could color this in with colored pencils. You could color it in with crayons, but I've just got the markers, so I'm gonna use markers. I'm going to stick with these colors, which is just 3, okay? So even though this looks like different color combinations, I still just started with 3 colors. I did these 2 on the J, these 2 on the O, these 2 on the Y, okay? So here we go. I think sometimes if you do, I like a lot of color. Sometimes if you get too much color, your eye is going all over the place and it doesn't look as cohesive as it could if you just stuck with a similar color palette. So here we are just sticking to 3 colors on all of these. That's not something you have to do. Just maybe something you might want to think about trying. And again, this lettering technique is one that you can, of making it thick and filling in the inside with design is something you can use on all kinds of words. So I'd love to see how creative you get. All right, so now the next 2, we're going to be my green and purple. These are the super tips. This is just the colors. I think it was the 50 pack, and there's all kinds of different colors, the Crayola super tips, and so that's what we're using today, but any markers will be awesome. Okay, so basically I'm just kind of filling in some areas. These are not complete circles, so it's kind of hard to know exactly where to stop. So I'm just kind of coloring a few things and leaving some space so that I can come back with the green and color in anything that I didn't color. So it's not like it's an exact circle or polka dot, it's just space. And this is just a little preview of the type of stuff that whenever, in our kids club, when we're doing the lettering and typography, this is just kind of similar to that type of stuff. So that is that for today. So choose joy. That is our theme of the day. We did that with our pineapple. We're doing this with this. Put it up somewhere. Remember, joy is more than your circumstances. It is more of a inner peace, inner just joy that can't be shaken based on your circumstances. So letter it, color it, put it up, have fun with it, and show us what you made. All right, see ya.